Hi guys, and welcome to a second video of the day, one I didn't expect to make so soon, but this one isn't as positive. It'll be a lot quicker and shorter than the last video I have uploaded today. But basically, news has come out now and it has been officially confirmed that John Mclaughlin has turned down our most recent contract offer and has joined Rangers on a 2-year deal. Now, of course, that is gutting for me because I believe that he's one of the best goalkeepers in League One, maybe the best goalkeeper in League One. We do have backup in Lee Burge. We also have Patterson, the youngster who just recently signed a contract himself. But we're definitely going to need to replace, and I don't know who the hell we're going to be able to replace him with. And I think, for John Mclaughlin, I completely understand his reasonings. We've messed around with the contract offer for God knows how long now. This should have been sorted out 6 months ago. But, of course, when a team like Rangers come calling, we've taken a hell of a long time to even show interest or offer him a contract that he's wanted for a long time now. Of course he's going to take it. Rangers are a big club, and also, it's his home country. They're a big club. They'll be playing European football, and whether he'll start and play week in week out for Rangers is another thing. But from a professional perspective, can you blame him? Of course you can't. You can't blame him. But the bitter and sour feeling comes from the fact that he said 6 months ago that he wanted to stay with us, and we messed him around. And also, what is doubly frustrating is that Stuart Donald, when teams were sniffing around him 12 months ago, Stuart Donald said, we're not letting him go. We value him at around £5 million, and now because we've pissed around with the contract for so long now, he's going on a free. It just reeks of poor business, and for someone who's supposed to be a businessman, Stuart Donald is such an idiot. He's an absolute moron. Do you know what I mean? So that's really, really frustrating. That is really frustrating that we've lost now our number one goalkeeper, which makes our first team list even shorter than from what I mentioned earlier. We have a really, really short list now. Obviously, Maguire has signed his contract, which is a positive. Mclaughlin has now gone to Rangers. We're still waiting on Tom Flanagan. And I don't know if any more news is going to come out throughout the day as to whether any other players are going to be signing the contracts that have been offered to them. But we shall see. But as of right now, we have lost our number one goalkeeper, which is really, really frustrating. Best of luck to him. Like I said, he wanted a new contract a long time ago. We just refused to even, entertain a discussion about it for too long. A contract, like we said, was offered to him very recently, and only very recently. And I think that was literally just to use or get an excuse to give the fans, when the fans are, of course, now going to be in uproar because we obviously wanted us to keep Big John. So now, at least now Stuart can say, oh, well, we offered him a contract. Yes, you did it 6 months too late, mate. And now you've lost what you used to deem a $5 million asset. You've lost him for nothing. So the club haven't benefited at all, apart from getting his wages off the bill, which I can't imagine being massive anyway. So, yeah, we've followed up that slightly positive video, I guess, or the positive vibe from the previous video. We followed it up with a more negative one. And it is gutting, and I don't know who is available at the minute. Lee Burge is a capable replacement, but he's not as good as John Mclaughlin, which is something I dealt with, and I spoke about that kind of topic a couple of videos ago, when I was saying how we do have this mentality of we're replacing good players, who are just a little bit less, or maybe not as good, if you know what I mean. And that's what we're doing now. We're replacing our number one with someone who's, a little bit, he's not as good. Like I say, Lee Burge, I rate him. He's a decent backup goalkeeper, but he isn't of the same quality, of the same ilk as John Mclaughlin, which is frustrating, and it's definitely worrying times. But either way, yeah, that's pretty much it, guys. I just wanted to quickly cover this topic. A lot of people were saying in the last video and commenting on it, saying what's going on with John and everything, which I think people may have misunderstood the concept of the last video and what a retained list means. Just because a contract has been offered and they're on the retained list doesn't mean that they're staying. It just means that there's a chance that they're staying if the contract is accepted, and they do accept the contract, which of course Big John has gone on to decline and move to Rangers, like I say, understandably so. But that's it, guys. yes, Big John's gone. It's gutting. We may hear more news about other players and contracts as the day goes on, or over the coming days. We probably should do and probably will do, but we shall see. But if you have enjoyed the video, hit the like button, subscribe and all that nonsense. But for now, you take care and stay jamming.